This is Danny Riley from the CME Group on this Thursday, June 3rd. It's quiet here, and it probably should be. We've had a lot of big downside moves, and the market's leveled off. And yesterday we had this kind of funky down sell-off late in the day down to under 1081, and then after we popped up, the market just flurried higher. And not only that, did it flurry higher, we had a big selling balance. The New York Stock Exchange net selling balance of about 400 million for sale, and they just ate that up and right into the close. Now, this goes to talking about what we kind of talk about as far as momentum trading. And yesterday was a perfect example of what momentum traders look for on a close. If you bought that close, they went immediately higher into Globex, and they went immediately higher overnight. The foreign markets were firm. Asia and Europe were firm, blah, blah, blah. We all know this. But really behind all this, what may be occurring here is that these big sell-offs that we've been getting over the last couple of weeks have created a lot of downside momentum, but they've also turned people to big short positions. Now, when the market starts to go up and it starts to back and fill like we talk about a little bit as it has over the last couple of days, you get to see those shorts come out. And those shorts were coming out in the form of buying these short minis and short big S&Ps in, but also in buy stops. And when they put those buy stops in and they're getting all this buying, it widens out the premiums between the futures and the cash, in turn electing buy programs. That's what yesterday was about, and that's what it was about this morning. As far as volume is concerned, we've got about 1.2 million minis traded, and we had about 250,000 minis traded in Globex before the open. So it leaves us right around 1 million minis. That's very low for what we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. In fact, it's substantially lower than what we've been seeing. Now, another part of what may be going on here is the S&P roll. We're into the June expiration, or the June roll, and that is when the June contracts will switch into the September contracts. They've got about 300,000 open interest in the big S&P, and they've got about 2.7 million open interest in the mini June S&P. So over the next couple of weeks, going into the third Thursday of this month is when the expiration will be. That'll also be the final day for trading those June contracts. There's a little noise coming out of the background here. The markets are still a little busy. And what this test did is, at the top of the move today, it came out on the IM saying that, look, we had resistance at the 1895 level in the NASDAQ. That was before it even printed up there. 1895 is the high of the day. That's where the weakness came in. It came in the NASDAQ. And then it dribbled into the S&P, and obviously we're up against some big levels in the S&P. The SPX 200-day moving average came in at like 1105.57, and the 200-day moving average in the SPM, the big S&P, came in right around 1106. The highs of the day right now is 1105. So it fell short of that level. It's a key level. Now we're going to let Tim come in and take it from here. He's much better on the technicals. I'm just here for the fluff. We'll see you in the morning.
Topnotch trading here. Big point of interest today. A week ago Thursday, we made a high, but on the Globex trade they got up to 0670. Bingo. Look at the high today. They didn't take out that high from 0670 a week ago Friday morning leading into today. Now, the SPU during the week has seen a 1068.5 low on the regular session and a 1067.10 low on the Globex trade. I do believe, Topnotch Trading does believe, that we're going to see that low now because they refuse to take out that 1106.70 level. So with this in mind, the big key right now in the S&P is 1090.80. A breach of that, and they take out 1088.80, which is a daily pivot, a reversal of fortunes is going to come in these futures right now. That's the key for the rest of the day, the daily pivot. We'll see you back tomorrow and see if it unfolds.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.